Welcome back to episode 3. Now let's go ahead and get to this laundry real quick. So with any project, you gotta start out with the measurements. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm measuring the long sides first because, like I mentioned in previous videos, nothing is even here. Everything is just on its different path for some reason. So one side of the wall maybe like 40, the other side maybe like 35. I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that. So I just gotta work with it. So I measured the long sides first, so this way when I got to the smaller pieces, I can just kind of place them and like measure it from there. And basically I'm just kind of like dry fitting to see placements where I want everything to go, and then I'm pretty much measuring as I go, which I wish I didn't have to do, but again, like I said, nothing is even when you go up the wall, it's actually a different measurement as well, which is weird. But this is just the first attempt. Yes, first attempt. Sometimes these don't work out the first time, which is fine. But for some reason, I don't know why, I just thought toenailing was going to be the best thing ever, and it wasn't. It wasn't secure. So I switched and I used the cred jig. This I got from Home Depot, pretty cheap. I think it was maybe less than $50 or something like that. So yeah, very affordable. Comes with everything. It came with the screws, it came with the bit, and obviously the Craig and jig itself. So I did all of that, and I sat outside and I put them all together, made sure that I had them in the right places, and I used the wood glue. Here we go. Before screwing it for extra security on there. Per usual, my mom decides she wants to call me on FaceTime when I'm doing my project. So hey mom, everybody say hey. So I did try to put it all together at once in a separate location so I can just kind of like plop it into the space. It wasn't working. Basically, because everything is so uneven, even from the up the walls, it just wasn't going to sit in there properly. So I did have to take it apart and just put it all together in the space, which was okay. It was kind of hard a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But this was only like the second attempt. As I mentioned earlier, I did make a few attempts on this. So after a while, I did leave it because I was over it, and I did leave it for a couple of months before coming back and making like the final attempt. 3 is the lucky number. This was the final attempt, and I was so happy because I was not doing it again. So anyways, I decided that I was going to take off the baseboards because I felt like the baseboards was going to give me a little bit extra wiggle room. When I had it in there the first time, it was pretty snug, like really in there. So it didn't have like a little bit of like just maneuverability. So I'm taking off the baseboards. As you can see, that there are going to be some spots that need to be patched up. So I will patch them up as soon as I take off these baseboards, but I'm only taking off the baseboards around the laundry area. Okay, so because I ripped off a little bit of the protective layer on the drywall, I'm using this guards. It's a milky substance, but it dries on pretty clear, and that just adds that protective layer back to it so nothing, bothers it basically. Alright, so now it's time to put everything together. They were not helpful. If you were thinking the dogs were helpful, they were not. So I decided to take it out and do it in our living room because it was cold outside. I think when I was doing this, I was not trying to be cold. But anyway, so just putting everything back together, and as you'll see, I some reason thought once I took the baseboards off, it was going to help me put everything all at once. So I pretty much built it all at once here. Tried to plop it in the space and it did not work. So what I had to do, I had to take the top off again and put it in the space and then put the top on in the space to build it. But yeah, DIYs, right?
Are we turning up or are we wasting time? Girl, don't waste my time. You know I'm party. I don't just wanna chill with you. Oh no, I wanna turn up on. I wanna turn you on. I wanna let you. That's how these summer do. Ooh, fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing you, I want you to feel. Feel it, baby, can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Ooh, fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing you, I want you to feel. Feel it, baby, can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Oh, feel me, baby. Can you feel me, baby? Feel me, baby. Can you feel me, baby? Oh, feel me, baby. Can you feel me, baby? 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 Feel me, baby. No, I'm party. I don't just wanna chill with you. No, I wanna turn up on. I wanna turn you on. I wanna let you. That's how these summer do. Ooh, fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing you, I want you to feel. Feel it, baby, can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Ooh, fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing you, I want you to feel. Feel it, baby, can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Can you feel me, baby? Feel me, baby. Can you feel me, baby? Feel me, baby. Can you feel me, baby?
Alright, so I didn't film me putting it back in this time because it was basically the same thing. I'm using brad nails to put this together. I forgot what thickness this is, but I'll definitely put that in the description of all the materials that I've used to get this laundry room done, basically. So once I did that, it was like easy peasy from there. Alright, so now it's time to put on the faceplate so it pretty much looks nicer. Again, I'll link all the materials that I've used in the description box. But this was pretty easy. I used the Craig jig again for this as well. I only put 2 screws at the top, 2 screws at the bottom on each side. I did not put any side pieces of wood because you weren't going to see that since they are covered by like little columns. So I was only focused on the main parts that you would see. I can't believe that it has finally come to this. We are at the stretch of finally getting this project done. That one piece, that one took a little bit of time because I had to recut it. But once I got that piece in, I nailed everything else in. I nailed the top in as well. It was it. I was done, basically. I did sand it off camera, and I also stained it off camera. I forgot which one I used, but I'll put that in the description below. It was one of the kind of like, it was on sale basically for the stain, and now I'm just kind of getting the wall ready because I did have some dings and some scrapes when I was putting this in, so I just wanted to touch up that area. I did also put wallpaper, and I used the extra scrap pieces of wood to make a divider between the wallpaper and the paint as well. So now I'm just pretty much prepping to repaint that area, and then we'll move in everything. So these baskets came in from Amazon. I absolutely love them. They came in a 2-pack, so I didn't have to buy a separate order of baskets, which I did like. And these are collapsible. I did put them together already off screen, obviously, as you can see. So one side of the pedestal is going to be for toiletries. The other side is going to be for miscellaneous things and maybe some pet items. The middle of the pedestal is going to be laundry detergent, and it has the iron as well. Later on, I will be building a little drawer to pull out from the middle section. The drawers is going to be hard to pull out from the end, so that's why I decided to do the baskets, because they fit perfectly in that space and there's no issues with them there. And these containers, 2 of them I got from Amazon, 1 I got from Target, and they were actually cheaper at Target, so I should have got it at Target. But I'm just putting the laundry detergent and the vinegar in there, and I'm just gonna put it in the middle. Believe that we have made it. We've made it to the finish line. That bin looks great sitting in that space, by the way. But anyway, so this is everything. This is finally the end of the laundry portion of the remodel of the office. but make sure you catch the next video, which will be the pantry remodel and will be the entire office reveal. So I can't wait to see you guys next time. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so this way you can get notified for the next video.